How's it going out there? This is Leo Perales, and this is the Perales Report. Today we have a very special guest. We have Lloyd Becker, City Council candidate for Richland City Council, position number
3.
Position number 3. Thank you, Lloyd, for coming on the program, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. For the people out there in Richland who may not know who you are, Lloyd, who is Lloyd Becker?
Well, I've been asked that a lot.
I have. Thank you for your service.
Yes, yeah. I've been to Vietnam twice. I have the same skills that you might see out there at the north end of Richland, called Tank Farm, called 2 East, 2 West, called 100 area. It doesn't matter. The 549 square miles, I deal in that.
Wow.
Not no more, but when I was in the Army, I did. Let me see.
Kids, family?
I got 3 kids. 1, 2, 3. That's good enough. I live right at the end, almost at the end, where they want to stick this silly bridge called the Dupertail Bridge. That's where I'm at. They've already messed it up in front of our place already. They put in these stupid traffic circles.
Well, that sounds... Well, then what is the biggest challenge facing the city of Richland right now? You talked about the Dupertail Bridge. Is that the biggest challenge right now?
No, since we've had our flooding, now that becomes another challenge.
Okay. What is something that you're going to champion on the city council if elected? What is that? That's just that major challenge, that major hurdle that you feel the city council needs to start addressing?
There's 3 challenges that I look at. Is to get the city back talking with the folks again. This is one of the major reasons why the city of Richland is, and I'm talking its people. I'm not talking the city council. And these people are all up in arms. They don't like the whole idea that they're not being kept in the loop about anything. The Dupertail Bridge, this $20 thing.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
There's $20. There's $20 for some people. They cannot do that.
A year, $20.
Yeah.
But there is an amendment, a part of that if you can't, you can fill out paperwork, and if you can't afford.
Where is the amendment at? I haven't seen it.
I interviewed Dory Luzo Gilmore last week, and she talked about it. She was the one who put that amendment on that ordinance, that resolution.
Is it there?
It is there.
Has it been voted in on?
As far as we're concerned, as far as what Dory's telling me, it is part of that car tab.
Well, Dory tells you a lot of things too, but I'm inclined to believe it just like I am inclined to believe other things.
So you were talking about people, if they can't, you're talking about there's individuals out there who can't afford the $20 car tab fee.
If that $20 car tab fee becomes effective, there are people out there in Richland, and same thing in Kennewick, same thing in Pasco. Mm-hmm. They all live on this real thin budget, and so they cannot allow to give up $20, because if they do, it might be their medicine that keeps them alive.
There's people on fixed incomes. I'll hear you on that. But how does a city plan for its growth? How does a city be proactive?
The city has been doing fine for its growth in some respect.
Really?
The city don't need that bridge at this point.
Okay.
What the city needs to do, I keep saying the city is a faceless entity. What is it that you want the taxpayers to do? That's what it all comes down to it. The city council says, taxpayer, you will do this and you will like it. No. That's what the taxpayer done said. Mm-hmm. No. Now, how many taxpayers said this? I don't know. But they're saying, Some want the bridge, and they will pay anything to do that.
Do you think it should have been brought up for a vote of the people?
Yes.
Of the voters, of the Richland voters?
It needs to be brought to the vote of the people, because the people know who can afford this and who cannot.
But should a city do this piecemeal approach where they only, they can only fix certain roads every year, and this comes down, a lot of cities are not getting enough money from their state shared revenues. So they have to think of creative ways, and this is a way in the state of Washington that allows cities to bring in extra money to pay for the infrastructure, to pay for new roads, to maintain them and stuff. Because it's just right now these budgets are getting smaller in a way. Don't get me wrong. The city of Kennebunk's going to have to come to that predicament here with the 395 Ridge Line Drive interchange. But how do we get the money we need to maintain our infrastructure? So, a lot of people say that there was alternatives left on the table. What alternatives were there? Or do you think we should just go along, we don't need the bridge, and we should just maintain and rebuild the roads that we can with the money we got?
Let me bring this point to a point. During Art in the Park, I was out there, and I was sitting down, and I was figuring out, all right, somebody had said, we need an additional $4 million, and that would complete paying for the bridge. All right, so let's take $4 million. Well, now, they are saying, who they are is the city council, but they are saying they're going to need most of the money coming in will be used for road repair, right, and the rest of the money will go to the Dupertail Bridge. Now, if you break that down, and you say 2/3, 1/3, and this is what I worked on. I worked on a 2/3, 1/3 basis. You're going to find that to fix these roads, and from what I'm understanding too, is that the guy who's in charge of all this work can't get the work done with the budget he has, and so now we have to pay him twice in order to get these roads fixed. Now, if I had to pay you twice, over $2.8 million worth paying you twice, do you think I would have to go and find somebody else to do the job?
Are you getting that confused with, are you saying that we need to pay the public works director double the money to do his job effectively? Are you saying that, or because the way I look at it is we need to provide additional funds so that they can take care of everything that we need to be rebuilt?
I don't mind rebuilding things.
I don't think that's a salary increase for the public works director.
It's not a salary on the public works director.
Right. It's to hire outside private contractors to come in and
the public works director. He said last year he repaired 17 miles of road in 1 year. That could have been doubled, tripled, or quadrupled in fixing those roads.
If you had extra money. So he could have did 34, 51 miles if he had more money in the public works budget. Right?
But he wants to be paid twice. See, and this is the whole point. The last time I went to a city council meeting was the first meeting in February, and the reason why I never went back is because one of the city councilmen stood up and challenged